Okay, surprise stream of this madness game. I still have not figured out a way to change the name of the stream, but I was gonna have a look at that later today. It's not my turn. Okay. Uh, Ooh, children on. It's not my favorite combination of factions. But one of the Fire and Ice factions, and probably an original Fire and Ice, not fan Fire and Ice, because the original ones are better, in my opinion. Could do Dragonlords. I'm sort of interested in them with this track, with the Cold Spades, but they're sort of hard to hit Cold Spades. Not a great Cold War set for Acolytes. Ice Maidens, I feel like I see a lot. Riverwalkers are kind of slimy. Shapeshifters. Yeah, I think I'll. I Dragonlords. I wouldn't be so certain that you're losing Gruppy, but what do you think about a colour for Dragonlords? With yellow and black, maybe red or green? I can really do anything. Yeah, it's Riverwalkers. Alright. Green Riverwalkers. They're going to want to unlock red and black. No, black's got a few problems. And they can't really connect this way. I think Riverwalkers are gonna have some connection problems. I think Wrym are probably gonna be the best. Although Clusters probably isn't the best setup. It's probably better for them than it is for like Dragonlords. Djinni will maybe win Clusters, but it depends if they can connect, because it might end up being quite an ugly game. Well, like, not if they can connect, but if they can get around here, because here's sort of hard. Like, you need one of these two, which I don't know if you're getting. Or somehow just blast through the south. Which might be doable here, but I will. Yeah, I think children probably. I've said they're 10 points better. I think. Actually, Dragonlords get a dig. Dragonlords can't be that bad. And Djinni probably get temp ship, so they can build this. And I think Dragonlords are probably the second best, but it's pretty awkward for them to score on this track. You can Dwelling Rush and get a town round one, but I think that's not the strongest opening. Especially when it's a town round, not a dwelling round. No, it's probably better in town rounds than dwelling rounds, but it's still. You just put all your dwellings in a town and then it makes it really hard to get 3 towns later. And then you've got a dig round, which you probably can't do anything in. You have Riverwalkers bidding. I think Riverwalkers have some problems. Definitely got some problems, but maybe not a ton of problems. Yeah, I think if they start here, I just don't think they connect. Because I think either Wrym will beat them to d5 and c3. I'm not red, and then they get brown or black before Wrym. It's doable, but then there's also things like e2 Dragonlords that need to be considered. Wrym also aren't all perfect either. It's a key game actually. So Dragonlords, I'll say Revolkers are here and here. Djinni. We'll go for this and this first action. Djinni go for this first action. Dragonlords get stuck. Maybe. It's not guaranteed, but it's possible. And then Riverwalkers unlock red. I really don't hate Djinni either. Just in terms of what feels like they should be good. Because Dragonlords are barely iconic, but at the same time, I'm not sure how many of the hexes they're actually going to get. They'll struggle to get to 8, so they can't get 2 digs. They can get 1 dig pretty easily. That's just more worm. Mhm. Everyone feels like they're going to struggle to make points in this game. Maybe this is the wrong bit. Maybe I'm overbidding. And there's only 2 scoring towers, so it's going to be hard to make up big points deficit. Especially against Djinni, which have their inherent scoring. You know, Djinni are okay. Djinni definitely have lines. It's just, they're all hard. Maybe you skip this. Because if you're here, you have problems with c4, d7. Like, you get a town. Is it even that much leech if they're upgrading over here? The Dragonlords skip d7. Can you go like a4? I don't know if you get away with that. You can maybe get to b5, but if Dragonlords go b5, that's very bad. And then otherwise, I don't know if you can just tunnel through the south. And if you do tunnel through the south, are you ever getting neighbors? But I guess once you tunnel through the south, you get these clusters, which are good as long as Riverwalkers aren't already there. And you're just gonna somehow find a way to connect into the sky. Which is either going to be pretty doable or really hard, depending on if Dragonlords start G7. I think I'm jumping though. I see pretty serious problems with both Dragonlords and Riverwalkers here. Doesn't feel like a game where you want to be having worker skips. Doesn't feel like a game where you've got like TPs and temple rounds to like work around your work skips easily. Doesn't feel like a game where you can do You can get like lots of favor tiles early with like Dragonlords, Riverwalkers. I guess you can just Earth 1 it. Well, I think I'll take Djinni. Just based off where I see the starting placement, I don't think it's that bad. I think I get Leech, and I think I get Space immediately, and I think I can make a game out of that. Whether it's going to be less than 18 points worse than the children game, I don't know. Whether it's going to be better than these games, I also don't know. I think it depends how much these guys kill each other. There's a lot of uncertainty in the starting placements. I think if I was Dragonlords, I'd be going. Uh, yeah, it's so awkward. See, if I was on the Dragonlords, I'd be knowing that if I'm Djinni, I'm not going for D8, so I would risk D7 and then E2 to get in the way of Riverwalkers. But I don't know if I could trust other players to do that. And then if they go something like D7, G7, or like they just skip this area, that's very bad because it means Riverwalkers get to connect for free. And then I don't know how I'm supposed to beat Riverwalkers once they've got like free connection. But it does mean I get a bit more leech. E2. Okay. Okay, this is good. Because that's gonna make Riverwalker's life harder. Which was probably it probably just means they don't connect. Although they still have options. If they race to like here, they can go G6, G5, F3, D5, B5, C4. That's their E4, C4 connection. They also can go, well, they can't go around the long way because I'll be shipping here around 1. But they are going to need to beat both, I guess, Dragonlords here. Children to this. So if they go 3 dwellings round 1, G6, G5, F3, can they get a temple for their priest incoming? Can they do all their dwellings and build their temple on the priest card and still get tempo on D5? That's going to be one of the biggest questions this game, and I could consider passing up temp ship. Oh, D3. Fancy. Well, now this opens up D7 a lot for Dragonlords. Which I think is where they're going anyway, because like it looks like you're way too close, but you're actually not, because this 6 is going round 1. And also, 5 factions don't really care about being super close compared to the other factions, because every hex is a dig for them. So it's not like, for example, if you start E4 G6 as green, that's like really bad, because you're impacting the amount of dwellings you can build, right? Because if you just have a worker 2 coins, you probably want to be building dwellings. However, this was something that you could just one ship to, but now you need to put a lot more effort in. It is G7. The map's a lot more open for me now, though. So I wonder if I, or yeah, I think I still want C5. Although it is less leech now that I look at it. Like D4, there's no chance D4 is just more leech. Because I don't know when someone's getting to this area. Might be Dragonlords tunneling up, but then they just get in my way anyway. Let's see how this goes. It's the more fun option, for sure. Because it means that I get, like, well, I mean, I guess I guaranteed Riverwalker Leech anyway. I imagine this will be Priest. There are other tiles, but I think they're all bad. Let's see if I can get G5 quickly too, because that would be a nice connection. Ooh, welcome power. That's fancy. I guess the logic here is that his connector's pretty safe. Actually, B3 is not at all safe. He gets a leech. So maybe he's going for Priest power action round 1. Because that would get him. Now it's a question of how much leech am I getting, because I could go like 2 ship round 1. I think that's a little too insane. I'm not brown. I mean, now double digger's safe. Okay, just because it's safe doesn't mean you don't take it. I'm just gonna try and maximize leech. And then try and have a long enough round to pass on to temp shit. Well, also, yeah, I should have gone C5, probably. C5 just has, C5 has a lot of its own problems. It's a bit of town, but it's a clusters game, so I don't give a shit about towns. Yeah, no, don't go there. Don't go Scoomy Leech. Okay, but Scoomy's giving me Leech. I actually don't want to block the priest. Because he's probably got like 1, 2 actions. 1, temple, build, ship, temple. Yeah, I need another action. But I am low on coins now that I think about it. Not by Djinni. I think I am overrating priests. I need to figure out Scooby's game plan. So Scooby takes workers. Curious to see if he's gonna be, because I just want to do anything to outstall him. He's got one, two, three actions, I think. I have one, two. I'll need three. Yeah. That's why you take the priest. I am now happy with my priest grab. It's gonna be a little coin pool. A little bit of coin shortage never hurt anybody though. I'm interested that two people have taken Earth One. I can understand it with Riverwalkers and children, like they're both Earth One factions, but I think this map, maybe not so for Riverwalkers, because well, you sort of just Riverwalk, and I guess it's the same for children. But this map really encourages econ favors because it starts with a lot of leech, but then nobody gets much leech in round 3 and 4. And I think it's very easy to start. So Fire 1 especially is really good. I'm going for Earth 2 mostly because of the spade and the coins. I'm not gonna go for the two spades. I'm happy with just my singular spade. I think he passed on the coins yet. And it will be interesting to see his first unlock. I don't think I want to dig E1 yellow because I think that means that he wants to, or it means that he might choose to unlock yellow. So I'm going to, I guess, take a tactical, sad dig. That is not something I was expecting to say, but I think it makes sense. I think we make our round a little bit more sad. Oh, we can't take coins actually. Unless dragons pass. I gotta build this though. Okay, please pass. onto this lovely looking dwelling scoring. Actually, I mean, I don't mind dig. Nice. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a tactical bit of a like suboptimal dig. And the logic for this is I'm gonna dig it to brown because I think if Riverwalkers quite want this hex. I don't know whether they wanted enough to go for it immediately, but I think if I dig this to yellow, yellow's already a pretty good unlock for them. Like, it gets them. Can't reach this yet. Can't reach this yet, but like, if I dug this to yellow, they could go dwelling, 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 dwelling. I really don't want them to unlock yellow. I would much rather they have to unlock brown to go dwelling, dwelling, dwelling. Because if they unlock yellow without it, it's like, it's okay, but it's not great for them. And I'm going to be passing on Impship here. And I'm going to have a lot of resources. So I think I've done enough deterrent to stop them from unlocking yellow. We'll see. Maybe they still go for yellow, because this area is just good for them. And it makes sense that they would want to go for it. But it'll be interesting to see, because it probably means they sacrifice connection. Which means they probably have to sacrifice this entire side of the map. Whereas if they go for, like, blue, or brown, or red, they can definitely connect a lot easier. As for red, okay, actually this has the potential to be quite annoying if, because yeah, now children have that dig. Okay, potentially didn't think about that. But if that happens, I can double dig. I can go 1, 2. It's kind of weird. I don't think it quite works. I think I'd rather just go for this guy, this guy. Because that's also a pretty good setup, I think. It really pivots my plan from like clusters to more network, which I don't even know if I'm getting anyway. But maybe Dragonlords are gonna struggle a little bit on network. Because Dragonlords always feel like they've got a bit of an uphill battle on network. Cow are probably going to crush network because they're Cow, although he has taken Earth 1, which is very bad for your network. Yeah. So I'm not gonna go for these hexes, I don't think. Yeah, that was a good red unlock, but he's still. It's still fine. Like I get one, two, three, four, five. Oh, yeah, I'm not building five. I'm probably building three dwellings because of coins. Yeah, I agree. Only having half the map isn't that bad. Walkers are always interesting to play against, though, because so maybe I was supposed to sacrifice E1 to get B5, but then there's no point in B5 if I lose C5, B6. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Um, Scooby, are you gonna go for B3 or are you gonna let Riverwalkers connect? Because letting Riverwalkers connect would be quite sad. I wish I had a way to like enable him to cut Riverwalkers, but I don't think I do, unfortunately. Like he's just gonna send a priest and dig somewhere. Hard dig. Because it's just too expensive to go ship and dig. Although I guess my way of cutting him off would be oh, Dragonlords doing this. I haven't really been watching Dragonlords game. They've gotten their Earth 1. I think that's really slow for their economy. And Dragonlords aren't the greatest when their start's really slow. Maybe they'll make it work. They just don't. I mean, they can get their town and then maybe get their water spade. So they're on dwelling scoring. I don't think Earth 1 was that important for them. Although, again, clusters games are also interesting because taking scoring favors tends to be quite good because they're like anti-town. And if you're not scoring off towns, you need to find, you know, another way. Obviously, you have the cluster scoring itself. Also, I3 still is not safe. Riverwalkers are only 3 dwellings away from it, which I don't think they're going to invest 3 dwellings into it early, but If they're unlocking blue soon, which I think they want to, because they want to get this area. Also, children have a worse. No, their network's not that bad. They can just A2. Okay, so losing B3 doesn't even matter that much for them. It slows them down, but it doesn't really actually take a hex away. It makes their towning more difficult, but it's clusters, so they don't really care. I was sort of imagining Riverwalkers would go for like yellow, which is why Fruity was like big when C3 got cut. But potentially that's not actually in their plans. Because he's got a lot of other important unlocks. And like, if he does, I can. No, there's nothing I can really dig B4 to. I'd have to properly take it. But that would like completely cut any chance of him connecting if he lost B4 or B3. And I think he's going to have to go for B3 next round. Which means he's going to have. He's going to need to build 2 TPs to free up the dwellings to go for I3. Also, I desperately need some neighbors for my south town. Then lastly in my plans, I think I want to find a way to upgrade digs. As for what that will be, I have actually got no clue. But I think I can triple dig C1. I think my clusters are sort of dead. Because I really think I want this bridge town now, that I have it as an option. So if I can triple dig this, I can make 3 towns, 3 clusters. Well, I guess I don't need this bridge. 4 clusters. Whereas if I skip both bridges, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I can maybe get to like 7. 7 clusters is not winning. I think I'd rather, or like, it's not, it might be like 6 points, but I'd rather have 2 more towns. You can get to like 7, maybe 8. It's not awful, but it's not, it's far from good too. Although, maybe I'm just getting the spades. Because I have a spade from this, which I don't want, because dwelling scoring is a lot of points. And I have earth too. And not a lot of points for myself. Let's see, it is blue. So what's the plan? 2 TPs, 2 dwellings. He is a little bit over time, but we're not going to punish him for, like, kick him. That would be pretty bad behavior, I think. Leech. Leech is always a great thing. I'm gonna try to keep taking 2-for-1s. I also have some neighbor problems and some scoring problems. But I've built my dwellings, so that's good. I really like to get on that ship scoring. I'd also really like to find a neighbor for another TP, but I just don't know where I'm getting one of those. Walkers go for water one. I'm definitely not going for water one at the moment. If I don't get any scoring favors, that would be sad, but I'm not fighting for them this hard, guys. You guys can deal with your own scoring favor things. I do also only have like half the map. It's tricky. I'm still considering B4 as a smashy. And I think I will smash it if Riverwalkers unlock Grey and then take coins. Because that's a pretty greedy play, and also it means they're gonna struggle to unlock yellow. So I can maybe get to those two anyway. They have such little built, but like, I don't know, it feels like Riverwalkers just always look like they're doing so badly, and then they just are able to build everything. Well, not everything, but like, a lot of structures. Let's be my friend, Dragonlords. Stopping me from having friends is very rude. Yay! I wasn't actually expecting him to do that. Huge. So I'm now regretting not taking the spade because I'm only going to pass for like 5. But I'm pretty sure it'll be fine. I mean, Riverwalkers aren't passing on to the spade. I think they're going to pass on to Priest if they pass first. Cow will pass on to the spade. Cow actually have pretty serious connection problems. Like, they're going to need to build a stronghold and like they can go stronghold round 5 and not really ever town. But I mean, I'm also looking at like no scoring favor Djinni, so I'm potentially going to be investing resources into blocking someone else pretty early in the game, which isn't normally what you want to do. Is if the option to b4 arises, I think I take it. I need to remember that I'm getting spades. May I pass on to the spade? Okay, I mean, if I'm getting like. What's that one called? Shipping scoring? How did I forget the name for them? If I'm getting shipping scoring, I'm pretty happy either way. So yeah, Riverwalkers pass into the priest. We'll see what unlocks they do. If they try to get a little bit greedy and take a priest as a priest, I'm probably smashing b4. Yeah, I think we must, because it gives you, like, adjacency. Yeah, it should be like that in patterns. Oh, don't forget the swap. Uh, yeah, I think I'll just do this one. Let's see what he does. I'm pretty sure he's going to unlock grey. Is he going to do yellow too this round? He probably should, because otherwise I go for b4. I think he has to go for yellow. Like, I've got all my yellows, so I don't really care if he does. I guess it does sort of like going for b4 would probably overall be a good line for me. It's not just a denial. He doesn't go for yellow, but he does build b4 immediately, so he's skipping the coins action. I'm not letting him wield the coins action. Ugh. Okay. What am I complaining about getting coins? Coins are coins. So my economy is pretty amazing, but I'm not sure I'm making any points. However, I guess I get like maybe 65, 75, 2 towns. It's not bad. Give it a that bad. My network, I think I'm beating. I mean, I have so much econ. I'm just not sure how I get more hexes. There's always A3, A4. Scooby's got a ship in. Scooby has some hex problems too. And he's also going to need to build a cow bridge, which is going to be really funny. No, he can get out through this. That can be his connection. That's sad. I wanted to see the children of the Worm Bridge. We have some aggression. So now it really hurts children. And I think it's very good for me too. Actually, in terms of triple digs, we also have E4. It's kind of random, but it does get me out. And again, like, I guess it's a town? No. That was definitely an interesting option. I think I'm winning 2 Colts, passing for 9. I mean, it can't be bad. I'm just not convinced it's very good. Please find water to this. I want the 6 coins. I'll also accept something like dig, I guess. Don't really want to dig. Luckily, Dragonlords don't have the greatest stalling, because they don't want to be digging too much. Priest Descend, and I think that's everything. But also, they sort of want the dig, like, I guess they might want shipping scoring more, but it's got 0 income for them. And they don't have very good points. No coins. Yeah, 6 coins. Nice. Okay, this can't be that bad. Uh, what about a TP first, actually? I think that just balances my economy a little bit better. So we're gonna swap, fire 2, and then see. I mean, passing's pretty attractive too. I'm not in a very good position to get any scoring tiles. But I mean, somehow I've got the most points, which is pretty funny. Down. It's not exactly going to work wonders on your point score. Okay. So I think it's going to be swap first move. So it looks like we will also have to be seeing the glorious Children of the Worm Bridge. And they're gonna have like one mega town, which isn't great for clusters. And then like 3 offshoots. And okay, I mean, I think my clusters game's looking pretty strong. Somehow. Although Dragonlords can stronghold, but then in Dragonlord's stronghold, you're gonna have problems with economy. A3, A4 is still decent for network, but it's good for clusters. Where am I going with my clusters? I don't know. Looks like if I want to increase my clusters, it's all triple digs. Triple digs and G1, I suppose. an interesting game. Please don't time out again. Jeez, I'm not noticing the game taking forever, so it's fine. This one's mostly a turn-based player. He has unlocked yellow. Okay, that's fine. Like, what is it? I don't have my second device check chat. I don't think there's too much action, but that's sorry if there are people in chat. I'm trying to check it on OBS, which I believe should give me what my viewers see, which involves the chat window. Again, I don't fully know. Town. I really hope no one's planning on taking like a 3 favor to lock up a cult. I'm wondering why. Trying to figure out the networks here. I'm wondering if I can get to 15. It's a lot of resources, and I don't really have the hexes. But I might have the stuff. Is anyone else getting 15? I think I'm 3 wants to build both big buildings. He's not. He's definitely got the hexes, but he doesn't have much stuff. And I am inevitably going to have to give him some leech, but I don't think I'm going to have to give him too much. One would be 6 points. I think getting the other town to do it. So yeah, this is a pretty cool no Earth One, no Water One game, because I don't really see a reason to take Water One. Or I was pretty confident it was less points than Air One, which it's looking like it's either going to be 3 less, even 1 less, maybe. And it was also the air step, which is actually going to be pretty huge at closing fire. Yeah, I mean, he's got like, he can get to 5, actually. He probably only gets to 5. Which is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not the same as children, but he's gonna. I take coins. Although, I don't necessarily need them, but yeah, I agree. Yes. Points are pretty close. Which is always nice to see as the guy with score with ear 1. Yeah, that's probably more accurate. Networks are going to be interesting. Yeah, he passes for the ship scoring. I mean, I'll see if I can get on dwelling scoring. I'm probably gonna be happy with like a priest. No, I'm not actually happy with a priest. They're all bad though. Riverwalkers probably. Riverwalkers have town problems. They're pretty broke, and they need to build like whalings or expensive TPs, or maybe a fire too. I have a lot of coins, but I think I need all of them. Housing for 5, 6, 7, 8. So that'll be 79 plus 16 is 95. I'm pretty happy with that. Given that I was not sure how I'd be making points as Djinni here. Let's have a look at the competition. So we have Dragonlords. I'm pretty sure I'm going to beat their network. But I don't think I'm going to beat their clusters. Oh shit, Fruity found an extra cluster. That's only if he misses G1 though. Which I don't know. I don't think he really wants to do. Let's count workers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 2 dwellings, 1 TP, 13, 14, 15. Coins, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Pretty close. 15 network looks doable. Oh, I am getting a dig. Okay, so then I have 18, 19. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Um, I have the workers. So the coins have 18, 19, 20. What did I decide? 10, 18, 19, yeah, 24. I should get that with power. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. I'm taking that. It was a pretty strong position. I think, yeah, especially with this balance, this balance is huge. Because that means I'll pass for like 17. So that's 105, 112, and then upgrading digging is 124. 4 dwellings, 132, plus a town, 143. I mean, dream position would be 143 plus 2 colts. 159 plus 12 clusters. 171 plus 18 network. 189. That's like absolute maximum, I believe. So if that happens, I'm pretty confident I'll win. Whether all of that is happening, very uncertain. You got ear one. Wait, he's getting 15 near work with ear one, right? What's his plan? Rudy, what are you plotting? TP. It's expensive TP. I think Free does get 15. He's not getting to 16 though. Oh, wait, yeah, can you get to 6 clusters? Dragonlords feel like they should have more clusters than they do. They should probably dig Djinni in. Because I think. Oh no, they have D8. They're not out of clusters. Oh, they don't have D8 anymore. These guys are definitely making my score lower, but I think I'm still. Oh, they had that the whole time. Okay. I'm done. So that makes the touting life a whole lot easier. For this guy, or. We go here. And that's my cluster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh wait, do I need 2, 3, 4? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. Guess we're not sending a priest to Cole. Maybe I'd count for not getting that last cluster. I think it's gotta be worth something against one, though. Yeah, fairly soon it's gonna be 3 points. Which is better than going for the 11-point town. And it also makes it a bit safer. And there's one more town being formed, so I'm pretty safely getting that priest. Who's second? Are they Riverwalkers? Actually, maybe children do beat my clusters. That would be annoying. So definitely not 189, but I think like 178 or something, which is still gonna be pretty convincingly a win. Which I'll take. What would have happened if Fruity went for clusters instead of network? But I think the thing is, he's only getting like 2 more clusters. Oh, instead of towns, sorry. He's only getting like 2 more clusters. Maybe he goes this area instead. So maybe he can. Yeah, I guess 2 more clusters would have been like. Puts him from 4 to 6. Which is a 9-point swing against everyone else, which is not really that close to what the towns were. That was 3. This is just fighting over other people's points, which I'm pretty happy with. My cult's pretty locked in. That 11 digs this game. 6 worker digs, 3 cult digs, and then I guess 2 power digs? Or was this? When was this? What was this? Was this a worker dig? It was like a cult dig. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, no, 2 power digs, 6 worker digs with upgraded digging, 2 cult digs makes sense. That's like a lot. But I guess Djinni tend to have a lot of spare resources, especially with things like round 5 big building. Getting that, getting 5 workers coming in, that really allowed me to do all of that in quite a messy game. Like, Riverwalkers did well, but they were pretty boxed to this corner and couldn't do much on network. How don't have that weird of a footprint, but they have to do this for connection, which wasn't what the track said. Dragonlords game was pretty decent, but they just missed a bit of economy, I think. It's weird. I'm still not sure how there were points in this game. Like, didn't really have many points in the first rounds. I mean, I made some points, but I didn't like hit. I was still like below 40, and then these scored a lot, I guess. I'll definitely have a look at the stats after this game, see where the hell these points came from. G5, D7, G5. Yeah. Hmm. How does even war points? Djinni Stronghold. 3 towns upgraded digging. Oh, wait. Why don't Dragonlords have 7 clusters? They're just out of clusters. Their children beat Riverwalkers? If, like, they're what, 25 points behind? They have 6, 9, 15, 21. Oh, yeah, they should. Interesting. Oh, there is someone in chat, which I can't read, so I'll need to get another device. Okay. Yeah. Dragonlords. So, Scooby, Dragonlords didn't have 3 ships, so couldn't find another cluster. And yeah. I was impressed with your game. Like, I did not think this would be um, the second. I thought you'd be, like, fighting for third. And Fruity's game looked solid the whole time. So I'm not quite sure. I guess just Wrym on Fire and Ice. Although it looked like you got quite blocked in terms of using the children abilities, so I don't know. Yeah, I agree. Have a look at these points. Okay, so I got a good deal more from the track than anyone else, and a good deal more from bonus cards. Yeah, we're not so strong on this map. Nah, I don't know. Was was an interesting game. I think in hindsight, being allowed to start D4 was really good for network. I'm not sure how this game would have gone if I was forced to play a lot cooler. I'd probably still get my D7 time with where Dragonlords went. So I have a little bit of an easier time 3-towning. I mean, I got like 50 network, 9 clusters. I just building the most. So I don't know if that would have actually helped. But yeah, I guess just 10 from the Djinni Stronghold, 12 from dig upgrades. It's another thing with Riverwalkers, not having ship upgrades and not having dig upgrades is surprisingly bad for your points. And I guess just being able to get so many dwellings out early was just always going to be a strong economy. Not sure how I got the coins, but how many coins actually? It's 2? Yeah. Okay, well, fun game. Nice to get a pretty big score with just air 1. Still not sure how it happened. I guess extra scoring, but yeah, I'll end it now. Thanks, Scoomy, for being in the chat.